Hello students. Previous lectures we have learnt about why judiciary section should be important and why it should be independent. Now we are going to learn about the new points of these lessons. Are the courts of various levels connected with one another? They are interconnected with each other. So the answer is yes, they are. So we can say that they are interconnected with each other. To understand this, let's understand the procedures of filing petitions. If an individual finds the judgment given by the lower court not satisfactory, then he or she can file the petition in the upper court. I already explained to you that in Taluka court is that, district court is that, high court is that, and the supreme court is that. Now whatever decision given by Taluka court, if the people, he or she is not satisfied with the decision of people, then they can go to the upper court or district courts. And from district court, whichever decisions comes, if they are not satisfied with that decisions, then they go to the high court. Like that, the person can go to the higher court or upper court. To understand these concepts, let's discuss the case. There were few houses in the southern directions where Ratlam municipalities had constructed a road. Behind these houses was an old road leading to the government college. Near the junctions of the old and the new municipality road run the culverts of dirty waters. The industries released dirty waters infested with the chemicals in the culvert. It had become the source of foul smells and the mosquitoes. Slum dwellers answered the natural calls by the sides of the culverts. The health departments had failed in controlling the mosquitoes, so the residents had repeatedly written application to remove the dirt around it, but the health department failed to take care of it too. As a result, the resident appears in the Taluka court, the court of the division magistrate. We had learned any citizens can appeal in the court for the protections of his or her fundamental rights, but in reality, the poor people find it very difficulties to go to the court. The legal procedures not only requires a lot of money and paperwork, but also it is very time consuming for a poor people who is illiterate and the incurring irregular income. It becomes really though to go to the court and demand justice. Keeping this fact in mind, Supreme Court announced the provisions of the public interest litigations, that is PIL, in the year of 1980s. With this, the Supreme Court has made an effect that maximum people can reach up to the court for justice. Any individuals or the institutions can file a case on behalf of people from the deprived class if the fundamental rights are being violated, then citizens can appeal straight in a high court or the Supreme Courts. After 1980s, PIL was used to bring justice to many deprived sections of the society. For example, PIL were filled to free laborers from inhuman labors or to release the prisoners from the jail in Bihar after their punishment were over. If the Supreme Court finds any PIL regarding fundamental rights and or its implements inappropriate, then the court may punish the persons or the group of people or the institutions. Okay students, here lesson is over. We will see question answers in next video. Bye all of you.